Lucky Boys Podcast.
Growing up, I was always told that there will never be an Asian American starting for the NBA, especially for the New York Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
In that market,
It's a huge. It's the limelight. It's a huge market.
oh my gosh, that during Linsanity, it was everyone was like they couldn't believe it. You know, it was just like it was a tough pill for them to swallow, but he was doing his thing, man. Number one, being a Knick fan and finally getting some W's and having that excitement in the Garden
Yeah,
was something else, man.
the buzz.
The buzz, right?
Yeah.
And then going to the bars, watching the games. It was like, there were like Asian girls going, and I never see Asian girls with their boyfriends
Yeah,
at bars or just groups of Asian girls at the bar watching the
Yeah.
game.
We're
I
talking
don't
about-
see that.
We're talking about a regular bar, like
A regular bar.
Irish bar, a sports bar.
Right. I'm not talking about like a bar in Chinatown.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm talking about, because we go to the regular bars,
Yeah.
outside of Chinatown and inside of Chinatown.
Yeah.
But like after work, we'd all sit down, happy hour or get together with you and a few of our other friends. And we look around like, yo, this is crazy. There's groups of Asian girls, no dudes.
Mm-hmm.
And there's, some of our friends, their girlfriends hate when they play basketball or watch sports.
They joined the bandwagon.
They were there. They're like, woo, Jeremy
They're
Lin.
cheaters, yeah.
They are all about that life. And it was all good because we were there with other Knicks fans. Like Asians were there for two reasons, right? In the New York market is either they were major Knicks fans right here, and it was like, oh shit, there's an Asian dude repping
Yeah,
for us, and he's doing it so beautifully.
yeah,
He's doing it so beautifully. Like, it was just that Cinderella story,
Yeah.
and the way he was carrying himself in the media, and he had that innocence about him as well. But he was carrying himself with so much class and maturity.
yeah.
And you just found it so admirable. It was just such an exciting time.
And he wasn't putting on meager points. He's doing averaging 20 plus.
We were at
During
a
that time.
losing streak. We were
Yeah.
at a place where, damn, like it was hopeless. And Mike D'Antoni, the coach for the New York Knicks at that time, was due to injuries and his job security probably on the line, said, you know what, fuck it. And let me just give this shit a try.
Yeah.
Right. And he reached to that end of the bench. Lo and behold, Jeremy
Just
Lin
starting point guard.
killed it.
When was that?
Absolutely
I remember the
killed
time.
it.
I remember the time.
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun. Like going to the games and people didn't care, because the Knicks were winning, and just seeing like all these different groups. It was a good time. It really reminded me of like back in the day, even though the Knicks didn't win, but there was excitement during the John Starks, Charles Oakley, Patrick Ewing era,
90s Knicks.
Xavier McDaniels.
The 90s
Yeah,
Knicks.
man. Like it was that LJ, Larry Johnson, Grandmama. Shout out Anthony Mason. Oh man, the bad. I know Detroit got their bad boys Pistons, but Knicks at that time,
Yeah.
boy, it was like a fight club.
They took over that moniker when they were playing the Bulls.
Man,
They were considered the bad
definitely
boys.
the bad boys, and it was so much excitement, such a good time to be a Knicks fan. I was too young to drink at that time, but so I couldn't go to the bars and stuff.
Hey,
right?
you weren't too young to watch the games on TV.
No, man, it was such a good time. So it gave me that similar feeling during Jeremy Lin's run, and I wish it was longer. I really wish he
Yeah.
stayed in New York.
Yeah.
I understand why he didn't. Well, he went over to Houston, and I understand why Knicks couldn't match that offer. I get the whole thing, and I bet Jeremy probably wanted to stay.
No, there was a conversation recently on MSG. They were doing this whole replaying Linsanity on MSG recently, right? And he had a conversation, an interview. He said that he was hoping the Houston Rockets were going to offer less money so he could stay in New York.
Okay.
So, I mean, he wanted to stay in New York. He loved New York. He didn't
Of
want
course,
to move, man.
Of course, I would.
Yeah.
I mean, we love them here. I
Yeah.
mean, we still do.
Yeah.
We still do. I talk to my friends and, Asian, non-Asians, and they're like Knicks fan. And as long as you're a Knicks fan, you should, because he did right by us,
Yeah.
man. He gave excitement. Doesn't matter what color you are. If you're a real Knicks fan, what Jeremy Lin did during that time was just so exciting. And he made everyone, the truth is, he made everyone around him better.
Oh, way better. Yeah,
You know.
Novak. He made
A
everyone
lot of Landry Fields, like a lot of these guys, I really like them too. I like the whole vibe. Stoudemire started doing his thing again. Like he started looking like the way he did when he was with Steve Nash over in Phoenix. So it was looking really nice, man. And damn, I would have loved a full season of a healthy Jeremy Lin. With it under the D'Antoni system, rebuild that roster a little bit around to kind of help Jeremy Lin out.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying building around Jeremy Lin. I'm not saying that, but just put the right pieces around that will give the team chemistry, where they could really move the ball. Because that was a big complaint at that time was that, they didn't really have much ball movement. There was a lot of ISO ball.
Right.
And that's fine and all, but when it's not translating to wins or playoffs, it's a problem. The fans are they're gonna get upset in the New York market. So
I remember that energy, man. I remember we were actually
what a time.
We were in Canada. We were actually going on a snowboarding trip, and we were coming back. We were on a drive, and you were getting messages. He's like, you guys heard of Jeremy Lin? And I'm like, no, who's this guy? He's like, this kid is like blowing up right now.
I said that to you?
Yeah. We were driving back to New York.
Oh, from our snowboarding trip.
Yeah. To Mont
little
Blanc.
road trip. Mont Blanc. Yeah. Shout out.
Yeah, Mont Blanc. If you love
Blanc,
snowboarding, check it out. Beautiful mountain, beautiful city, Montreal. And when we got back, the energy, the excitement, the buzz, like it just changed. Everyone knew who Jeremy Lin was.
Yeah.
And it was sort of like we were in a time capsule. We didn't really know until we got back to New York to feel that, energy. And I remember when we were at the bar, we all caught a game with our friends. The game was
that was against the Lakers, right? Against Kobe.
Oh, Lakers! Oh my God, that the Lakers were stacked at that time,
right?
And they
keep in mind, before the game, one of the interviewers went up to Kobe, like, who Jeremy Lin is. Asked the question, and Kobe was like, "Who?
Yeah, I remember that.
A lot of people try to pin it on Kobe being racist. I was like, nah, man, he's not gonna. He's about to play the dude, man.
Yeah.
He's not gonna say, oh yeah, I really like him. Like, this is a new guy. Kobe's like, yo, you have to earn your stripes. I get it. That's like any baller. Like, I don't think it was a race thing. I highly, highly doubt that. It was more, I think it was a competitive thing. Yeah. Because if someone's coming up to me, like if I'm playing ball, like. And he's like a young kid that's from the bottom of the bench, and I'm motherfucking Kobe Bean Bryant,
and he's never played.
I'm the Black Mamba, right? And someone's gonna ask me about this dude that's coming up. I'm gonna say who? Yeah, I'm. I don't know if I'm gonna go who. I'm not gonna get all owl on him, but I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna give him like love, like. Yeah, I really respect this game.
He's never played him. How would you respect him?
Exactly. Yeah. You have to play somebody in order to respect their game first.
The excitement, the energy during when we were at the bar, it was crazy because
oh man, it was nuts.
The game was
electrifying,
nuts.
Man.
It was nuts because he scored 38 points. Jeremy Lin scored 38 points on the Lakers. That's insane to me.
Yeah, that spin move he did against Derek Fisher. Yeah, man, and he finished, and I think he got an and one on that. Ooh. That was sweet.
Yeah, man. I also wish that, the time Jeremy was on the Knicks, that it was a lot longer than it was.
I think all New York Knicks fan wish that, especially in retrospect, because after that, it was just boring again. You know what I mean? Man. It just wasn't fun. It was like all this fucking drama in the back office.
Stuff, yeah.
Yeah, and just and focus on all this negativity. And we just, we don't want to, we want to be happy as Knicks fans. We want to support the team. We want to, be proud of Knicks basketball. And it was just like we're focusing on all these other things.
And it really pulled the city together.
It really did, man. It really did. It really felt like we were unified. And it's crazy what sports can do. There's so much power in it. More of that, please.
Do you think there will be a time when there will be another Asian American basketball player who would have that kind of impact on the come up?
I don't know, man. I don't know. At least not in the New York market. Yeah. That's all I care about. I'm a Knicks fan, bro.
Knicks for life.
Like, I don't know. Like, just because it's an Asian dude and he's killing it for like the Bulls, like, I don't know if I could root for him. I don't know. I'm such a Knicks fan through thick and thin. And if there's like this killer ass Asian, like he's nice, and he's playing against the Knicks, I can't root for him, man.
Yeah.
I got to root for him to get like.
You got to root for him to get transferred to, you know,
Because like I
New
don't.
York.
When I look at sports, I don't look at like I don't root for race, right? I root for the sport first. Now, if you happen to be anything else, is a bonus. Like I'm like, yo, dope. You know, I'll root for you. But then if you're playing my team, I gotta root for my team. You know, I gotta ride with my team, man.
Yeah.